Welcome to Black Empowerment 101. And today's topic is trauma. I want to talk specifically about how children experience trauma and the effects of it. And when we can talk about sexually abuse trauma, we can talk about neglect, emotional. When children experience trauma, one of the things that is shattering that you have to rebuild with them is trust. And that you got to give it time. You know, when a child experiences trauma, whether it's sexually or abuse trauma or physically trauma, they don't trust you. And this is hard for parents, especially if they didn't do the pain, but they were there or present or just was around, but they didn't even know about the sexual trauma. Kids still, sometimes they blame themselves. So they have low self esteem and then they have trust issues. Also, they have stranger danger issues where they will tend to go to a stranger, and that's still because they don't know who's trustworthy. They don't know anymore because they've been taken advantage of. They've been socially, emotionally abused. So I challenge, caregivers and foster parents who are in these children's lives to be understanding about what they're going through. A lot of times parents are like, well, I just don't understand, when is he going to get it together? When is she going to stop throwing tantrum? When? And I always say, I'm sorry. There is no time on trauma. There's no time on when we can process it. I'm a mental health therapist for infant, birth to 5, and it's on their time. One of the things, if you're seeing this, is typical, is they shut down. Some kids shut down. Watch out for that. Some kids, have a lot of aggression in them. Some kids don't use their words, whereas you saw them, they know how to talk, but they don't use their words. Some kids, are potty trained, they wet the bed. Some have body issues. Some have feeding disorders. These are all effects and barriers of trauma, and it just looks different from child to child. So I cannot stress enough, parents, be understanding, which means get knowledge, get some information so you know how to handle this. And understand trauma is not a cure for it. You will forever be helping and guiding them and supporting them through this process, especially if it's, they've been sexually abused. And don't put no time on it. Don't put any expectations. Like, I expect him to be over this by in 2 years. Do not put any expectations on anything. When we do that, we always will be disappointed. So have an open mind about it. Be patient, be loving, because that's what they need. They need to rebuild that trust, and they need loving and safe individuals to do that. So definitely share this video if you know somebody who's been through a traumatic experience and they don't know what to do. Definitely share it. Share, and inbox me if you guys want any additional help, any additional guidance or resources. I'm an infant and toddler mental health therapist, and I enjoy my job. So I love just educating parents on the effects of trauma. Talk to you guys soon.